Broadly at global level, do you think the theme for the year 2012 will not be economics, it will be politics? Because about 12 big countries are due for elections, starting with France, then Russia, and then in November, December, the US presidential elections are also due. And historically, every time election cycles are due, central bankers, they always follow a loose monetary policy and they print more money.
See, the two things I believe in for 2012 are volatility and value. And my belief
but
is...
But there are two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, value is for the long term, because even today, if you see, there are numerous stocks which are available at price to earnings of less than 5, below price to book of 1. And volatility is a given. In fact, if you look at the next 3 months, the calendar which exists in the form of election, budget and Reserve Bank monetary policy is guaranteed for volatility on a local basis. In addition, you have enough things happening in Europe, a lot of things happening in China, and elections, as you mentioned. So I think the two themes we believe in for 2012 are volatility and value, because value we believe exists in many stocks for the long term even today, and volatility because that is also built on what you mentioned, elections in France, for example, that can cause its own volatility. So you have enough reasons for volatility. So on the investment side, it is volatility and value. As what you mentioned, the reason, it would be politics.
So you don't see a situation somewhere in 2012 where global risk will be high, global volatility will be high, and money managers would like to revisit companies which are, from the FMCG sector, from the consumption sector, basic companies which generate a lot of cash flow and are zero debt companies? You don't see that rate coming back? This rate came back in 2011.
My view is that the kind of interest rates that we are in today, I would be surprised why people need to buy 25 to 30 PE stocks when your interest rates are so high. So I can't understand that. Last year was a experiment where, one set of stocks went down, the other set of stocks didn't go down at all. And those stocks have not participated in this rally. If you're asking me, do I see any value in them? No. So can they protect capital? Yes. But what's the point in investing in equity if you can't see upsides?
It's only in hindsight we can figure out, what worked and what did not work. What is your biggest regret for the year 2011 as a fund manager?
As a fund manager, I believe that the defensive sectors will also go down. And in one or two of our portfolios, we were positioned that way. But the defensive sectors never went down, whereas the other sectors came down substantially. And that was surprising to me. And the other opportunity which came was many of the small cap stocks came down very significantly and became very attractive to buy at the end of the year. And that was the opportunity we got because of the way the market behaved.
What is your big call for the year 2012 and then beyond 2012?
Yeah, our view is, after reading Carmen Reinhart and Kenneth Rogoff's book, my belief is that we are in for many years of volatility. Point-to-point returns in equity markets cannot be very high, but you can get a lot of returns because of volatility. So my entire theme at this point of time is that there is a big case to make money out of volatility by investing in mutual funds which can make money out of volatility. That's one. The second is, I believe there is long-term value in many stocks, because in many cases the replacement value of many of the companies have become multiple times the share market caps of the companies. So there's a lot of value in many stocks. But that's a long-term play. But in the near term, I would say bet on volatility. Volatility will give you all the returns, and you have to invest in schemes which can actually make use of volatility.
So buy and hold may not work for 2012. 2012 we may get these 30% spikes, 40% spikes, and investors or traders, they should maximize on those spikes.
My view is the easy returns in 2012 have come very quickly and people have just missed it. And from here on, it's the tough returns which can be made only out of volatility.
So we started the year at 4,800 on the Nifty. Do you think we can end the year in that range, or we could end the year higher?
I've refrained nowadays from giving it, because if you had asked someone on December 31st on your channel, what will be the market as on February 15th?
But if I still insist,
No, but I don't answer because I know the person would have answered in your show on 4800. What will happen to the market in 45 days? I don't think anyone would have told you 5600. They would have talked of breaking down and whatnot. 200 DMA at 5200. The market can't go above 5200. And you know what actually happened to the market.
So what is the real market? The one which we saw and reported in November, December, or the one which we have reported in Jan and Feb?
The real market which I always like is look at where is value. Where is the value today? Value is there still in mid caps. Is there easy value in large caps? Not that much. Is there value in believing in volatility? Yes. Is there a reason to believe in volatility? Huge. Look at the events in the next 3 months in India and the events in the world. So I think the two things that I believe at this point of time are value and volatility. And those are the two things I believe in. What will happen to the index in the next 3 months? I wish I was prescient, but I'm not.
Appreciate your time. So value and volatility, these are two key takeaways from this interview. Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
That's it on this edition of Market Makers. I'm Nikunj Dalmia signing off. Thank you for watching the show.